Good afternoon, New London. Today is March 27th. Hope you've had a wonderful week. I'm Claire Coleman.
And I'm Morgan Christner. We have a packed episode with a look into Mr. Garvey's many classes with his 3D printer, the variety show from New York to New London that was held this weekend. We find out how students celebrate Easter and what they're wanting to find in their Easter baskets. And to top it all off, fun bloopers from previous features, all coming to you right after this.
Mr. Garvey, only being a second-year teacher, has accomplished many things. Not only has he offered more classes for students to take, such as auto maintenance, but he was also able to get a 3D printer to help enhance his classes. Victoria Knoll was able to talk to Mr. Garvey about the 3D printer and what it's like teaching in the lab.
This year here at New London, we were able to purchase a 3D printer to work with our engineering class and my computer-aided drafting class. The purpose behind this is to show students how they can take their own files, their own ideas, and their own 3D modeled products from our engineering class and come up with a physical object that they can hold in their own hands. What's really awesome about this is this printer takes filament, that is the green wire that's on a spool next to it, and it melts that filament down and lays it out in a pattern that is predetermined by a computer software that figures out the best way to print it. When you print, there's always a filler material that kind of helps hold the base for it to be on. That stuff is easily removed most of the time. And then you are left with your final product. Just thought it would be something that would be kind of cool to show kids different ways that they could use that software and the 3D printer as we go forward.
Thanks, Victoria. I've never had Mr. Garvey, but I'll make sure to look into his classes for next year.
Last Friday and Saturday, the New London choir members held their variety show called From New York to New London. There were many recognizable Broadway songs the choir had memorized and choreographed. Along with the choir members, a few teachers also participated in the fun. Jerry Schaefer was able to get an inside look.
I'm Jerry Schaefer, and I'm giving you an inside look on last week's variety show. The choir kids practiced for about 9 weeks on their variety show that features Disney, Little Shop of Horror, Wicked, and even Hairspray. I interviewed some choir members that had solos in this year's variety show.
Allie Godey, and I'm a senior. It feels great to have a solo in Wicked because it's one I've always wanted.
Hi, I'm Bailey Beckman. It feels pretty good to be a freshman singing my first solo in the variety show, and I'm really super excited and pretty confident about it.
Hi, I'm Andy McLaren. As a senior, I'm going to really miss all of our musicals that we do each year.
During intermission, people were served punch and cookies before Act 2 started. Even teachers like Mr. Byrne, Miss Campbell, and Miss Leadham sang in the variety show.
And I know we deeply love you. My whole life long.
And here's a shout out to all the seniors for the variety show. We'll miss you next year. This has been Jerry Schaefer reporting to you from Tiger Television. Back to you girls in the studio.
I heard the the songs in the Little Shop of Horror medley were entertaining, especially the one with the plant Audrey 2.
Yes, but unlike the plant in Little Shop of Horrors, the plants in spring are really a lot more friendly. Do you know what else is in spring?
What's that, Claire?
Easter! Maddie Krishner caught up with a few students to see how they plan on spending their Easter and what they are hoping to get in their Easter basket. Take it away, Maddie.
My name is Ellie, Josiah, Payson, Alex, Taylor, Sydney, Brody, Maya, Samuel, Rhiannon.
How do you celebrate Easter?
I usually celebrate Easter by decorating eggs and finding them.
What I usually do is go to church. Presents from the Easter Bunny.
Easter egg hunting with my brother.
I go to my grandma's and I eat ham.
Me and my family do is we usually get a spoon and we get an egg and then we race up and down the street.
What is in your Easter basket?
I usually get candy.
Mostly chocolate.
Lots and lots of candy.
Candy and swimsuit. New flip-flops. Mini eggs.
Video games.
Chocolate bunnies.
Happy Easter.
This has been Maddie Kirshner from Tiger Television. Back to you guys.
How do you spend your Easter, Morgan?
I spend my Easter with family. How about you, Claire?
I spend my Easter with family too.
To those who are interested, the New London Community Child Care Center is holding their 7th annual Easter Bunny Breakfast, which will be on Saturday, March 28th. Breakfast will be served from 7 to 10, and the cost is $5 for adults and $3 for children. But if you purchase the tickets in advance, the fee will only be $3 for any age. Also, kids are given the chance to get their picture taken with the Easter Bunny from 7 to 9:30. All proceeds will go to the New London Community Child Care Center.
This is our 20th episode of KTTV this season, and in those 20 episodes there have been nearly 70 features. With every feature comes extra footage that isn't always shown during our broadcasts. Here's Frankie Johnson with some bloopers.
Season is to have a winning
My name is Emily Parks.
Your salsa?
Are you filming now?
Baby's filming.
What are we doing?
I think it's really moving. Okay, you and Maddie decided to keep doing.
You're not there.
I don't want to be
Carson! I'm actually probably going to do
Okay, Maddie, I'm not going to use that.
Thanks, Frankie. Those were great. Miss Leadham's 8th grade class studied the origin of language and vocabulary. The class was separated into groups and were instructed to pick a theme for an informational A to Z book. With their A to Z books, the students chose one word that starts with each letter of the alphabet that related to their topics, as well as an original sentence and a graphic or picture that matched with the word.
When their books were finally completed, the 8th grade class was given the opportunity to present their books to the 1st grade class. Miss Leadham commented, "It gave the 8th grade students more of a purpose versus just showing me. They showed their books to a more impressionable audience."
Great job, 8th grade. You guys did wonderful. Now a look into this week's events. Just a reminder, the high school girls track meet scheduled tonight has been canceled. On Saturday, Dollars for Scholars in the high school gym starting at 6:30. But will be opened at 5:30, and a varsity boys soccer scrimmage at the Rexplex starting at 10. On Monday, there's an art show being held at the SCC, which will be held through Friday. High school boys and girls golf at Columbus starting at 4. High school boys track at West Burlington starting at 4:30.
Tuesday, high school girls track at West Burlington starting at 4:30. Thursday, high school girls and boys track at Danville starting at 5. Next week, the band and choir will be leaving for their trip to Tennessee at 2 in the morning on Wednesday. Also, there isn't school next Friday or the following Monday due to spring break. That also means there will not be a KTTV broadcast, so we hope you have a fantastic break and we'll see you next time on Tiger Television.